wonderful, wonderful, wonderful afternoon, wonderful morning, wonderful evening. Shalom to everybody. I want to love you and I want to greet you. I'm just going to be so quick and deliver the message that God has put upon my life. And this is what God has said, and I have to speak according to what God has put on my heart. Today I want to speak about the voice of God, what we hear and what we do when we hear. Above all, I want to speak about the regrets that we can have in life after making decisions on our young age, which will affect our today or which will affect our tomorrow. You know, we need to understand that in every life that we live. When I used to grow up, even though when I'm still growing, there's a time when at primary school when we were asked to write a composition by our teachers, and there's a time when they say write a composition about what you want to be when you grow up. A lot of people wrote this composition, including me speaking now. I write also a composition, and I still believe when I wrote the composition, what I wanted to be most of that time is I wanted to be a driver. I wish and I always admire those big lorries being driven by big people. So I was wanted to drive big lorries. So I said I want to be a driver when I grow up. So everybody in life has write a composition. Now sometimes we are being affected by the composition that we've wrote in time of growing. By then, that was in times of growing. Composition that we wrote, what you want to do when you grow up, that was not a vision, that was a wish, that was what we admire. Maybe you say I want to be a headmaster because you see the headmaster. I want to be a teacher because you see a teacher. I want to be a nurse because you see so many nurses around you, so you admire it and you want to be it. But was that the voice of the Lord? No. Now we have made choices in life which is affecting us now, which is affecting our today. You have made a choice yourself today which is affecting you or which is going to affect you as you grow. So if you are still young and you are still listening to this voice that is speaking, as you make a decision today, as you choose what you want to be today, make sure you make a very good decision that will not damage your tomorrow, because your tomorrow is very important. Your tomorrow has got greater future. Now, the choice that we make when we are very young disturbs us. Number one, we make a choice who to marry. And we make a choice sometimes because most of your generation, they have already got married. They are enjoying their marriage. They come to you and they tell you that I've met a beautiful wife. I've met a handsome husband. Now I'm married. By doing so, you are being pushed to also get into a marriage. But when you get into a marriage, the choices that you do when you get into a marriage affect your today. You are suffering, you are crying because you make the wrong decision. You might also make a very good decision. It's not every time when you make a wrong decision. Sometimes you can make a good decision, you can make a wrong decision. But you can marry someone and you can be in a miserable relationship the whole of your life. That means you have affected your health. You have affected your personality. You have affected your health and your spirit, because you have wronged someone who is troubling you day and night. Right? We have got something that we also regret about what we miss. We miss opportunities. We miss some other advantages that has come in on our way. When we were growing up, maybe we have had opportunities, but we were hearing a lot of voices around us. When the opportunity comes, it's not every opportunity that you can get or that you can hear or that comes on your way that you need to share with someone else. Because when you share every opportunity that you have, please don't quickly share with somebody else, because you can be discouraged by the people whom you share with your vision or your opportunities that can come in your way. Also, we have made wrong decision when we were growing up. when we were very young. At some time, you abort the pregnancy because you were growing up. You didn't want the pregnancy because you wanted to enjoy the time, because you thought, you are still young, you cannot carry a baby, you cannot look after a baby, so you abort a baby, you abort the pregnant. But it is now affecting you now. When you are trying to have a baby, you cannot have it. When you are moving from one doctor to another, from the witch doctors from one point to another, don't blame people or now. Blame yourself, because the decision that you make to abort that pregnancy is affecting you now. Right? You have rejected a pregnant. A girl come to you and said, this is, you're pregnant. You rejected it. You said, no, you are lying. You have so many boyfriends around you. So don't come and pinpoint me as if I'm the father of this baby. No, it's not my baby. You rejected it. But in time, when you are turning 50, when you are turning 55, you will need someone who can come and look after you. The children that you said these are yours, you might end up discover that these are not your children. The one you rejected, that was the one who was yours. The one that you are looking after is not yours, because maybe the mother lied to you that these are your children when they are not your children, because God has punished you not to have children, because there is one whom you have rejected. So don't regret by making decision that will affect your tomorrow, that will affect your today. Don't destroy the marriage that God has given you, because tomorrow you will regret. Don't destroy the marriage that the Lord has given to you, because tomorrow you will regret. Because you might see the person that you have as if it's not the right person, but by the time you shall go to that person, to that boy, to that girl, to that woman, to that man, you will find that the witch that I have was better than the one that I have now. So make a decision in a good way, because God wants you to prosper. Remember, when you have heard the voice from the Lord, you follow the voice. When God has spoken to you, you do according to what God has said unto you. Right? You have made a wrong decision, or you are making a wrong decision now by disowning God. Right? By not listening to the voice of the Lord. God is giving you the word. God is giving you the vision, but you are not taking the word of God as it is. You are running away from it. When God is giving you the work to do, you dislike it. You go away. In future, there's a time that you shall try to look for this God, and you might not even find one who can preach for you. The reason why, there is a time when God wanted you to be in his vineyard, when he wanted you to be in the field, and he wanted to use you because you were still energetic, you were still strong, but you refuse. By then, you want to do it. God said, no, I have other people already who have taken the task. Your time has been expired. So don't regret by disowning the voice of the Lord. Right? We can also regret because we've messed out our body. We just eat. Anything comes on the table. Just because everybody's eating it, so you want to eat. By the time you turn 25, from the age of 16 up to 25, you are looking like you are 45 because you are too big, right? You are too, and your structure is not even the way you wanted it. You begin to admire other people of your generation who have got the same years of living like you, but you are looking too old, like before, like anyone else who is even more years than you. The reason why, you missed out, or you messed up your body. You drink beer. In the morning you're in the pub. Until night you're in the pub. You have no teeth here. They've gone. The reason why they've gone, because you are fighting day and night. Because what you are drinking is affecting your mentality, is affecting your belief, is affecting your daily life. No. If you stand, or if you come across with someone whom we went to primary school with, you feel like you want to run away or you want to hide. Because why? you have messed up your body because of what comes in your body. So watch what you eat. You smoke like a generator. You smoke like a tractor. You everywhere you are is smoking. So your skin doesn't look as of your age. The reason why, the time that you have messed up with your body will never be also be replaceable. The time you have wasted. We have a lot of people in life who have wasted time. Utilize the time when it's still available. How many opportunities that you have messed up because the time you were given, you did not utilize it. The reason why these days we are failing to overcome or to achieve certain things is because we have messed up by forgetting to understand the time that we have given. Now, there's a word that I always love from Deuteronomy 31 verse 6, also from Hebrews 13 verse 5. It says the same word. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. You have that time or that opportunity to cross the border, but you did not want to because you were afraid of what you hear happening when you cross the border. So it affected you and you don't do it. So you messed up the time. You did not take the opportunity to use. Now the time is gone. Now when you want to do it now, maybe the opportunity is no longer there. The connection is no longer there. You messed up. Now, God is God. He will never change. He was there yesterday, today, and forever. He will remain God. I want to speak to someone now who is under the influence of my voice, that it doesn't matter what type of composition you have wrote when you were growing up. It doesn't matter what type of composition that you are still writing now when you are still growing up. You can still change by hearing what God is telling you to do. I wrote different types of composition, but there's no single day that I wrote inside, I want to be a man of God. I want to be a pastor. I want to be a visionary. I want to carry the vision. I want to do this, because it was my own thinking. But when God visits you, He will give you the right vision. But when He gives you the right vision, go according to what God has put in your vision. We have got people today who are changing their vision because they are seeing other people doing what they cannot do. So they are copy and paste what others are doing and start doing it. The moment you go out of your way, out of your vision, you are lost. And you are there to perish. Because the word of God said, my people are perished because of lack of knowledge.